New from 101 Films as part of their Black Label range is Abel Ferrara's 1984 film Fear City, which is a sleazy, gritty New York set movie about a horrible, horrible person that's attacking strippers and leaving them brutally disfigured if they manage to get out of the altercation alive. And it's up to Pimp Matt, played by Tom Berenger, to try and figure out what the hell is going on and stop this crazed madman. Of course, Matt has a backstory of his own. He has a troubled past as a boxer that once killed someone in the ring and finds that haunting him. Whose girlfriend Loretta is one of the best strippers in town, and they have a kind of toxic relationship, and it throws all this into a kind of sleazy mix and delivers some Abel Ferrara goodness. This is a movie that has some really horrible, violent acts in it. The assaults on the women are ferocious at times and torturous, and they're looking to cause as much disturbance and pain and violence as possible onto these victims. The first one where we kind of see the remnants and she's talking and reminiscing what happened is shocking, truly shocking, because there's a moment where she tells you something and you see a quick image of it, cut to the ramifications, and it is letting you know exactly what kind of movie you're in for here.
He pried open my fingers and he started cutting out.
And there is something just inherently sleazy about this. You know, the bad guy is one of these people that's almost writing a book about his assaults. You see him kind of working away at the keyboard, typing out his thoughts. You see him training, doing his martial arts. You have this cop played by Billy D. Williams as well, that just wants to do things by the books and hates everybody. There is a heavy dose of racism thrown in throughout it as well.
There's nothing I hate more than guineas and Cadillacs.
It's one of these movies where it's got so much going on, it's almost hard to sit down and pay attention to certain elements. It just feels like, it settles in on the story, the mystery, the heart of this one, and then something crazy comes out of nowhere, and you're like, where did that come from? Entertaining, surprising, but where exactly did that come from?
This is not fiction. This is reality. The subway brought chills to her skin, and then the stalk, the strike.
This is some kind of weird Frankenstein mix of Taxi Driver, of Maniac, of Cruising. It mixes all these elements, not all of them gel together, but it creates something that's truly interesting and fascinating to watch. 95 minutes is a movie that's going to zip by. You get images of New York being dilapidated and run down. You get the idea of these people who just inhabit this city and the kind of seedy nightlife element of it, and how their business is being torpedoed by this killer who knows no boundaries, it seems. But there are certain moments in this where you can see Abel Ferrara having a lot of fun. It doesn't feel like it's wholly his kind of movie, but there are certain elements where you just kind of get bits of it and you're like, this feels certainly like a precursor to moments from King of New York, particularly where I noticed quite a few elements where you could see it kind of leaning that way a little bit, and something would come later in time. But Fear City was a really interesting film. It feels as if it's ramped up to 11 at times. I liked the characters. I liked the typical story elements that it has. The boxer who's tortured by a death in the ring, who has to kind of overcome it with a crazed fight at the end against the killer who knows karate, and it's so just silly and over the top, which I really kind of appreciated, to be honest. Let's dive in and have a look at the extras of Fear City. And the disc for Fear City Now you have the main feature, which runs at 1 hour 34 minutes 28 seconds. Then in the extras we have the uncut version of the movie, which runs at 1 hour 36 minutes 37 seconds, which is 2 minutes 9 seconds longer. You get a commentary with film critic Kevin Lyne, and you have an extended trailer. And that's the extras for Fear City. There we have it. Fear City out now from 101 Films. I recommend it because it's such an element of 80s. It's so typical. It's so unique in other aspects. It's got like a wacky storyline, and there's a really easy and fun, entertaining watch. Yeah. Other than that, I want to know your opinion on this film. So let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, feel somewhere in the middle. Can't wait to read your comments on this one. As always, there is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.